Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the bags that I sold in 2024 and the bags that were kind of misses for me. These are the bags that I just realized in 2024 that maybe weren't the most practical. I do have some bags that are still in my collection that I would say I love, but I kind of came to realize they weren't my favorite bags last year. So I'm going to share all of my thoughts with you. I cannot wait to get into this. But if you're new here, welcome. My name is Alyssa and I come on here twice a week and I review my luxury and contemporary handbags. And I also have a shop called The Gal's Guide Shop where I sell handbag accessories. I sell a product called handbag heels, which I invented last year. Handbag heels are magnetic and non-abrasive heels for the bottom of your handbags that don't already have purse feet. They're really intended to help protect the corners in the bottom of the bag and help your bag stand up perfectly straight. I also sell bag charms and other things like that, so if you're interested in any of that, you can shop at thegalsguideshop.com and all the information is in the description box down below. But all of that to say, if you love all things handbags as much as I do, you should definitely consider subscribing down below. Hit that little red button. I would love to have you join this little community with me here. And to my current subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you and I genuinely love chatting with you in the comments down below. Thank you for always being here. All of your likes, all of your comments, and all of your support truly means the world to me. That being said, let's get into the video. This is definitely a new video for me, so I'm excited to share with you all of my honest thoughts, and I'm just gonna go down the list. I actually have a list in front of me of the bags that I sold last year. So starting off with the first bag that I sold a Coach mini pink bucket bag. It was so cute and I picked it up from the Coach outlet. I will put a picture up on the screen. It's like a watermelon pink color, and although I thought it was beautiful, the size was super cute and fun, the color I just didn't grab for as much as my other pink bags. So I have quite a few pink bags in my collection. That one just didn't get used as much, and to be honest, I feel like it may have been because it might have just been a little bit too small for me. And in addition to that, I have other pink bags that I think were just a little bit more versatile and easier to use. That bag I did sell for less than I paid for it, but it was in really great condition. Not that I didn't love the bag, it just was kind of like I don't really need this as an additional pink bag if it's not going to be worn. The next bag that I sold was my Louis Vuitton Clapton bag, and this also had pink on it. So as you can see, it has the pink leather with the damier ebene print. I loved this bag for so many years and it was so unique, so different because they took it off the website, and I remember when I bought it I really did pay quite a lot for it and I did not make anywhere near the amount that I purchased it for, but I did sell it because I got my Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis, which I have here, and this bag I just use so much more. And I will say the style of this bag is quite similar to the Clapton bag. It has the back pocket, it has this square kind of boxy shape with the crossbody. This one is better in my opinion simply because it has this top handle strap, and I do find that this colorway is so easy to style with things. I mean, I wear this turtle dove color all the time and it's just one of my favorite bags, and it just came to the point where the Clapton bag was virtually the same bag without the top handle, and I will say that strap hung a little bit low on me. You could change the strap out, but it just was something that it was kind of like, I don't need another bag that's so similar to this one, especially because I do wear this one so much that I would choose this one over that one. And the other reason, as you heard, was I have quite a few pink bags in my collection, and that was one of my least worn pink bags as well. Although it had the damier ebene print, which I love, and I definitely could see myself getting more pieces in the damier ebene print, that bag just didn't match as much because of that contrast with the pink and the damier, but beautiful bag. I think it is very similar to the Pochette Métis. So a small leather good that was a miss for me in 2024. I did buy it in 2024 and I sold it. So I picked up this Coach denim card holder, and I got it because I have this gorgeous quilted tabby 20 in this indigo denim, and this is one of my favorite purchases of 2024. I just think it was so iconic to get my hands on, and I just absolutely love the denim, and I wanted the card holder to match this bag. However, I had some issues with the card holder. Number one, it was a little bit too stiff for me to get my cards in and out. And number two, it had a C on it and it was all gold, and the C was getting scratches on it. And honestly, I had only worn it for maybe 2 weeks and I started noticing the wear, and that was just gonna bother me. So I sold it for a really great price. I think I sold it for like $60 and I paid $100. So I did sell it because it just wasn't worth it for me, in my opinion. I didn't want to use it at all because I just didn't want that wear. I love this bag, but this isn't like my everyday bag that I wear all the time. So I don't necessarily need a matching card holder for this bag, although I do love it and I think it is so beautiful. Another bag that I sold last year was my Saint Laurent Jamie bag, and this was a beautiful bag. When I tell you, I was so excited when I purchased this bag. It was in kind of a linen material with gold hardware. I loved the chain on it. My only issue with it was a few things, actually. So number one, I didn't grab for it a whole lot because I was worried about damaging the linen. Although beautiful, I just was too nervous to go out in the elements or anything like that. And then the other reason was the closure on it. You had to kind of push the L down for it to pop open, which was super cool. But to get it to close was a little bit finicky, a little bit cumbersome, especially when I was in a hurry. So I just found that I didn't grab for that bag a whole lot. I really loved that it was kind of a shoulder bag and you could wear it as a long shoulder bag or as a really high up crossbody. I thought it was very cool. But it just wasn't fitting the bill for me, and I actually bought a different Saint Laurent bag last year to take the place of that bag. So I actually picked up the Saint Laurent medium Kate bag in this gorgeous beige, and this is in a pebbled leather, and this is so durable. I mean, this leather does not get any scratches. It's really easy to wipe clean. I've used the purse wipes on this bag so much. I sell them on my website. If you're interested in a really great wipe that you can take with you and wipe any of your bags clean with, they're amazing. I don't make them, I buy them wholesale and then I sell them to you for a better price. And I just overall think that this material is so much better. And this is a really dressy bag. It has the same kind of chain that the Jamie bag had. So I felt like I just got a better deal with this overall. And I got a really good price on this bag as well. The next two bags that I sold in 2024 were my Aspinal of London bags. So number one was my Mayfair bag. I absolutely loved this bag so much. I thought the look of it was beautiful. However, I didn't grab for it a whole lot. I think it's because it was a little bit big for me. I think the midi size of that bag would work so much better for me. However, the crossbody strap on the midi bag is one of those that you can't adjust, and I think it would be way too long based on the measurements. And then the trunk bag, which I sold, loved it, but I never wore it. Not once, not ever. And I just thought it was beautiful to have. I liked the idea of having a trunk bag in my collection. And I got it for a really great price. I got it on a sale that Aspinall was having, but I just never wore it. And I just felt so bad that it was just sitting in my closet. So I did part ways with both of those bags. And I'll say I don't regret selling the Mayfair bag because the crossbody strap was a little bit long for me, and it was tough to make it shorter because the strap would kind of dangle off of the bag. And in addition to that, I would say just the size looked a little bit bulky on me as a crossbody. I did pick up this bag from Gucci last year, and this has a very similar kind of shape to the Mayfair bag, and this one just works so much better for me. I mean, the size looks great on the body. The crossbody strap is an amazing height for me. I do like to wear this on the shortest setting, and overall, I think the Gucci look, this Ophidia, is really easy to match with things. I had my Mayfair bag in a burgundy croc material, and that to me just wasn't super wearable. It was a little bit too dressy for my everyday style. The next bag that I sold was my Coach Ruby 18 in the denim with the monogram. It was a really beautiful light denim bag. However, I didn't grab for it anywhere near enough. I love denim bags, so I have my Coach Quilted Tabby denim in the size 20, which I showed you, and that color denim just works so much better for me. The light denim was really tough for me to match with things, so I just found that I didn't wear it. In addition, I really love my mini Rowan from the Coach outlet. I preferred this bag over the Ruby 18. I think because this one's a little bit more carefree. The leather on it is really nice. I love this pistachio green, and I just couldn't justify having two bags that were so similar in my collection, especially when I wasn't wearing the other one. The next bag that I sold in 2024 was the Polene Numero 1 Nano. Beautiful bag, really functional, really versatile. However, I didn't grab for it enough. I think the color that I had it in, it was like a really light sand color, and I just would favor my other nude bags over that particular shade. So I did sell that bag, and I don't regret it. However, I would consider getting it in another color, maybe a color that's more of an actual kind of pungent pop, so that I can play around with color a little bit, because I do know that I love the style of the bag. On the same topic of Polene, in 2024, I kind of realized that the Numero 9 Mini is just not my favorite, most functional bag. I thought that I was going to favor this bag a lot more than I have. Last year, I probably wore this bag maybe once or twice. I will say the opening, it's really difficult to get your things out in a seamless kind of way. All of your stuff just kind of falls in there, and it's like a black hole to get your stuff out. It's difficult to find your things, and I've noticed in 2024, and I can tell you in 2025, I will be following these guidelines. I really like an easy access kind of bag, and this just isn't it for me. I love the look of it. I love the silhouette. I'm going to keep it in my collection because I think it's a really great style statement. It just isn't the most practical in my opinion. There are two more bags that I sold in 2024. Number one is my Bottega Veneta mini cassette bag. It was kind of a tall little tote. It was a mini size. You could wear it as a crossbody. I had bought it when I was at the Real in New York City, and I loved the style of the bag. I thought it was gorgeous. I loved the color, actually. I thought that it was really kind of cool to pair with different outfits. It looked really cool with like jeans and blues. However, I didn't grab for it anywhere near as much as I should have. I just found that it wasn't my favorite bag. If I'm being honest, it was one of those bags that I liked the idea of having, but it didn't bring me joy. I almost had to force myself to want to use the bag, and you should never feel that way. I have so many bags in my collection that I genuinely love carrying, and that one, I just felt like it lacked luster for me. I don't know if it was just kind of an impulse buy, and it was one of those things that I didn't do a lot of research on, and maybe I just wasn't in love with the bag when I purchased it. I liked it a lot, I just wasn't in love with it. Here I am talking about bags like boyfriends, but I just felt like I realized in 2024 that that just wasn't the bag for me, and I do love Bottega. I love the quality of their leather. I could see myself getting another Bottega bag. I do still have my Bottega Veneta pouch bag in my collection, and right now I think that's enough for me. The other bag that I sold, and this was the final bag in 2024 that I sold, was my Celine micro belt bag. I bought this bag in 2020, and I got it for a good price, not the greatest price in the world, but I didn't get anywhere near what I paid for it when I sold it last year, and I was okay with that because I did find some wear, and there are a lot of reasons why I had to part ways with the bag. I loved the look of it, I loved the taupe color, but for me, it just wasn't practical. It was a little bit too bulky on the body, the crossbody strap was way too long for me, and the opening on it was just really a lot of fuss than it was worth to get it to open and close. So overall, it just wasn't practical. I didn't grab for it because the experience of carrying it just wasn't the best for me. However, I love the shape of the bag. I love the look of it. Last year, before I sold the micro size, I actually picked up the pico size because I absolutely love the look of the bag. I wanted to make sure that I still had a Celine belt bag in my collection, and if this size didn't work for me, I probably wouldn't have sold the micro, but this is so great, and it was definitely worth it. And then I also sold that bag because I had my eye on a new bag, which I purchased for myself for Christmas, which was this little Fendi By the Way mini bag. So I took the money from the Celine bag and I bought this bag with it, and I I definitely am in love with this little bag. As you can tell, I really like mini bags with top handles, and that's just been my vibe lately, but I have been gravitating more towards larger bags as well, so I'm kind of an in-between both styles, but this bag I think works a lot better for me than the Celine, especially because I wasn't wearing it. So that is going to conclude this video. If you're still here with me, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I so appreciate you. And if you have any questions about the bags that I sold last year, I would be happy to answer those for you in the comments down below. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I post handbag reviews twice a week. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.